or treat. Today we choose treats because everyone deserves something sweet. This first guest is helping make sure that's possible by giving culinary education to those in need. Welcome Heather Hodge, co-founder and culinary director of the Pastry Project. Hello, hello.
Hi.
I feel like congratulations are in order.
Thank you.
Because you guys have a new bakery. What can you tell me?
We do. So our space in Pioneer Square, where we've been teaching folks for the last 5 years, it's a really beautiful pastry kitchen, and we decided to finally open up our Dutch doors where we serve folks for our soft serve for a bakery.
Oh my gosh, remind people too of the Pastry Project and the mission if they haven't heard of you all.
Yeah, so we started the Pastry Project a little over 5 years ago with the mission of making baking and pastry education more accessible. And we do that with a 20-week intensive. Folks apply to the program. If they get in, they come to our kitchen for 20 weeks and we train them to make pastries like the ones that you see here.
Oh my gosh, you brought so many pastries, which we're gonna get to in a second. They all look so delicious. How long has this been something you all have really wanted to do to open this bakery?
Yeah, so funny enough, when we opened our space in October 2020, we know what it was like in 2020.
Yes.
We thought that we would be a bakery. And then we knew that we needed to be flexible, do what we needed to do at that time. And so earlier this year we said, it's time. Pioneer Square is busy, it's blossoming, it's vibrant. Let's do it now.
Oh, yes, perfect time. You brought so many delicious things in. What all did you bring, and are these all options that people can get at the bakery?
They are.
Okay.
So just some fun information.
Please.
So our menu is handwritten every day. And so it really is what we want to put out there that day. But these have made it on the menu every day since we've been open. This is our maple pancake croissant. This is our breakfast bread, maybe my favorite item. It's a molasses bran bread with a citrus turbinado butter.
Oh my Lord.
Our perfect chocolate chip cookie.
I made those with you.
Yes.
I feel like a couple years ago. So good.
This is our apple toffee upside down cake, and it has a cream cheese whip and extra toffee sauce on top. And then in a little bit, we're going to be making these crème brûlée croissants as well.
Okay, I feel like we should just jump right in then to what we're making today. Crème brûlée croissant.
Love this.
Okay.
So this is probably one of, they're all our favorite items, you know what I mean?
I know, how can you pick a favorite?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But this one is like a labor of love because we make our beautiful croissant dough. It's a 30% whole wheat croissant dough, which I think is really special too. So it has a little more nutrition and flavor, but it's incredible and delicious. And we bake it off with a little tin in it so that we get this little space for our vanilla bean custard. We bake that off until it's just perfectly set. And then I have this heavy simple syrup, so it's just a super saturated simple syrup. And I'm gonna brush the edges. This is gonna help prevent the croissant, that baked croissant, from burning when we torch it, okay?
Okay, I'm gonna follow your lead.
I love it, yeah, go for it.
Okay, it's almost like painting.
Yes, it's
just
like
a
painting,
light layer.
Exactly.
Okay.
And so that moisture is going to just help prevent burning from happening and excessive burning. We want like a little bit of toastiness, right?
What did you just sprinkle onto? What was that?
This is a caramel sugar. And so this is sugar that's been caramelized, solidified, and then blended up until it turns into a fine powder.
And that goes in the middle over the custard?
Just a little sprinkle.
Okay, not too much. I have a heavy hand, especially with baking. Okay,
I
here
love
we go.
it. That looks great. And then we're gonna actually torch this, okay? So this torch is pretty powerful. What we're looking to do is we're looking to just melt that caramel sugar. Got to do a little turning as we go,
Lord.
right?
That is really powerful. That is
really
not
powerful.
your average blowtorch.
No. And I personally like my caramel on like a little bit of the dark side so that this pastry has that bitter, sweet, salty, crispy, all of the above. And so that is a finished creme brulee
How long would
croissant.
you want that to be cooled down for, or like? And you are looking for a little bit of like the burnt caramel.
We want a little bit of that toastiness.
Yeah.
It adds so much flavor. And so we'll serve this within like minutes of it being done.
Okay, because you tell me when I can dive in and taste.
Well, you know what? I
too.
just finished those ones, so I think that you should try that.
Okay, so while I'm trying this one too, how can people sign up and learn from you all too at the Pastry Project?
Well, now is the perfect time for you to be asking that question because our applications for our 2026 cohort closes on November 3rd. And so if there are folks out there who have faced barriers to entry in the baking and pastry industry and are looking for a career in the industry, they should go to our website, thepastryproject.co, go to our mission, and they can find the application link there.
This is so good. It's toasty. Creme brulee is one of my favorite desserts, but this is just packing everything perfect. I'm gonna keep trying. How did you learn how to bake? Where does this passion come from?
So I knew since I was a child that I always wanted to be in food and beverage of some sort. After finishing high school, I went to the Culinary Institute of America in Hyde Park for baking and pastry arts, and then started my career. And I started it right after the recession essentially started. And so it was really hard, and I, along with many other people, weren't able to fully complete their education in other ways that they maybe wanted to expand. And so that really inspired me, along with my co-founder's own values, for us to go ahead and say, well, let's make baking and pastry education free for people who want to access it and haven't had the opportunity. So that's what we do.
Oh, and you're living the dream right now. What is your favorite thing to bake? Can you even choose?
Actually, I do have something.
Okay.
Because students ask me this all of the time, and I think it's twofold. Okay, so my favorite thing to bake is cream puffs. It's the very first thing that I learned to make in the kitchen, baking. I think I was in like the 5th grade. And today we make a really beautiful French patisserie style cream puff that has crackling on it, and we fill it with a vanilla bean cream. And it's just a perfect bite to me, and I think it's just fun, and it's like magical to see this little piece of pastry, this little dollop of dough that puffs into this huge thing in the oven, and yeah, so
I
fun.
feel like I also have to taste
what
you
try
said. What was this
breakfast
again?
bread.
Okay.
So this is the breakfast bread, and when we decided we were gonna make this, I was telling people about this like 6 months ago. I'm like, I'm gonna make this like bran bread that has this whipped butter on it. And people were like, this is not gonna be good, right? It's not gonna be
so
fun.
good.
But it is so good, it's so fun. And everyone at the bakery, all of our team members, everyone that works in our kitchen, I think that this is the thing that we all reach for the most.
It's so moist. Is there like a citrus? What's on like top that I'm tasting? Orange?
Okay. Yep, so it's a whipped butter with orange, turbinado sugar, and a little bit of flaky sea salt. And here's the thing, like, I can eat this every single day.
I can eat this every day.
And feel like it's not over the top. Like the bread itself is like fairly low in sugar and oil and all of that, and so it has tons of fiber in it. But it's delicious too. You know what I mean? It's like a sweet treat that's not overly sweet, but fun.
This is perfect. This is what I would want, like savory, not overly sweet for the morning, but still a little zest.
Yep, exactly.
Thank you, Heather, so much for being here. This was a blast. The Pastry Project's new bakery is open Thursday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m.